The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Fairfield Trojan Girls Basketball is coming your way on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. Now, let's get you to the court for Fairfield Trojans Basketball.
Good evening and welcome into the Dan Breen Gymnasium here in Fairfield, Iowa for some girls basketball here between the visiting Oskaloosa Indians and the home Fairfield Trojans. Now this is Oskaloosa's first game of the season. It is for Fairfield their third, as they are 1-1 on the year after coming off a victory in Knoxville last Tuesday. Now it is tradition to this point that the boys' first game is is home against Oskaloosa, and we're going to continue the tradition tonight as the boys will play later at 7:30 or whenever the girls' game gets done, as we are now about 13 and a half minutes until tip-off, and we are about to start the Community First Credit Union pregame show. Community First Credit Union, because together is better. Check them out at C First Credit Union. As said, this is Oskaloosa's first game of the year for boys and girls. Now last year for the Fairfield Girls versus Oskaloosa. Oskaloosa came out with the win 58-21. The leaders in that game for Fairfield was Faith Jones in points and rebounds with 8 points and 6 rebounds. As for Oskaloosa, it was their senior Foster with 20 points. But returning for the Oskaloosa Indians, about the worst thing you could imagine for an announcer in his first game. We have 3 Coles in the starting lineup. We have a junior Cole, and then some twin sophomore Coles. Get the names up here real quick. We have the junior Naomi Cole, and then her twin sisters, Desa Cole and Pora Cole. So please forgive me if I mess up any of those. Now, coming in last Tuesday, Fairfield had a game against Knoxville in Knoxville, where they had their first win of the year with a score of 64-16. In that game, Faith Jones led in points with 12, along with 11 from the point guard, Vanessa Kessel. And then along with that, it was an all-around great game. A lot of steals around the board for the Trojans. 8 points coming in for both the Martins, Maddie and Lauren. And coming off the bench, everybody scored, with the leader, Anna McAvan, the sophomore. Now, it is, in here is pretty warm, but outside it is a balmy 28 degrees. Very thankful for for Oskaloosa to come and travel down safely, as we're about to take our first break, a 3-minute one coming up. We'll be right back here with you on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, we want you to smile more and stress less this holiday season. Right now, we're offering 3 savvy ways to slay this holiday. Enjoy our low intro rate Flex Rewards card, secure a personal loan at a low rate, or save in a flash with Skip-a-Pay. Visit c1stcu.com/holiday loan or stop by a branch for complete details. Slay this holiday with C First. Some restrictions apply. Loans are subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We care. At Jefferson County Health Center, it's the little things that make a big difference. We believe every patient deserves to feel safe and comforted, no matter what brings them here. We strive to turn fear into comfort. We are committed to ensuring every patient feels informed, supported, and truly cared for.
Jefferson County Health Center, care you can count on. It's what we do.
Dr. Matt here. Looking for complete dental care for your entire family? At Fairfield Dental Clinic in Fairfield, that's exactly what we provide.
Dr. Pat here. We pride ourselves on delivering comprehensive care from routine cleanings to advanced procedures. At Fairfield Dental Clinic, we're committed to creating healthy smiles in a comfortable, caring environment.
We live here, we work here, and we're proud to care for generations of families from Fairfield and the surrounding area. Call today for an appointment. Fairfield Dental Clinic. Complete dental care for your entire family. Your neighbors, your dentists, your smile.
This holiday season, connection means more than ever. At Lisco, we're proud to keep you close no matter the distance. With fiber-fast internet, crystal clear TV, and reliable phone service, your moments of laughter, your video calls, and your favorite holiday movies all shine brighter. Because at Lisco, connection isn't just what we provide, it's what we believe in. From our family to yours, happy holidays from Lisco, keeping you connected to what matters most.
If community matters, choose a family that values community. When you choose Beaner Funeral Home, you are choosing more than a business and more than a building. You are choosing a family. When you support those who give back to the community by way of volunteerism, talents, and monetary investments, you are ensuring this legacy of giving continues. We offer the most economical cremation and traditional burial pricing in our area and invite you to experience the Beaner difference of community, compassion, and commitment.
You're watching the Fairfield Trojans on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel.
And we welcome you back into Fairfield versus Oskaloosa. We're still in the pregame show, sponsored by Community First Credit Union here on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network. Forgot to introduce myself. My name is Christian Rasmussen. Last Tuesday I was announcing with Lee Muntz, who's on the sideline doing the PA for today's game. And I'm here with the always great producer, AJ Rowe. And we're going to go through with the Community First Credit Union pregame show with some scores from around the area. Now, yesterday there were quite a few games that ended up being postponed due to the terrible weather that we ended up with for the girls' side, Mount Pleasant, Van Buren, Davis County, New London, Mid Prairie, and Waco all postponing their games to a further date. And if we look around the conference, the Fairfield is in the southeast for girls. Washington is in first place, only playing one game. They are 1-0. We can't really do conference standings to this point because it's early in the year and we have no conference games played yet. Fairfield is tied with Fort Madison at 1-1. Burlington, who is the only ranked team for girls in the Southeast Conference, is 0-1, along with Keokuk and Mount Pleasant. Now, over in the Little Hawkeye Conference, which is in 4A, a little higher than Fairfield, we have number 1 in the state, Dallas Center Grimes, at 2-0, along with number 3 Norwalk and number 14 Pella. And then going down the list, Newton and Indianola are also 1-0. Pella Christian is 1-1, and Oskaloosa, the only team left to play a game this season, is still 0-0. Now, looking around at games today, Fairfield, of course, playing host to Oskaloosa. In the southeast as well, Washington is playing at home against Albia, and Burlington playing at home to a tough number 2 Williamsburg. And finally, the Keokuk and West Hancock game was postponed to a further date due to the weather. And then along with the Little Hawkeye Conference, where Oskaloosa plays host, Fairfield is hosting Oskaloosa in their first game of the year. Dallas Center Grimes, DCG, is playing ADM. A lot of the alphabet in that one. And then Pella Christian is going to Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont. Big tongue twister there. Newton is playing host to Grinnell, and number 14 Pella playing at number 10 North Polk. Bit of a drive there, but not too bad in this weather. And then number 3 Norwalk, 2-0, playing host to Ballard, who is 0-2. And then finally in the Little Hawkeye Conference, Indianola is playing at Ottumwa. Now finally for the Ottumwa Radio that you can also catch the live streams for, broadcasting for the Pekin game, which is at Wapello today. And then finally Van Buren's first girls basketball game of the year over in Burlington, Notre Dame. Now, about 6 minutes left to go in the pregame before we do the national anthem, the starting lineup sponsored by Packwood Locker, and then finally we get to tip-off. Now, for talking in the game to this point, Oskaloosa there have been talks of them leaving the conference of the Little Hawkeye. They're, of course, 4A, and for a lot of their games, let me just pull up here. Now, there have been definite talks that Ottumwa would join into the Little Hawkeye Conference because Ottumwa is playing a lot of their games in conference up in Des Moines as the starting roster for the Fairfield Trojans comes out for their warm-ups with 5:11 to go before the tip-off. Now, there are talks that Ottumwa would like to take place in the Little Hawkeye Arena because distance is a lot better for them. But if Oskaloosa drops out, which there have been talks about, we don't know where they would end up. They could definitely go into the South Central, but don't take that from me. South Central is where Knoxville and that area would play, which is also reasonable distance for them. We drove through Knoxville when we went up to, or we drove through Oskaloosa to go up to the Knoxville game. Alrighty, we're going to take about a 2-minute commercial break, and we'll be right back with you on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Planning for 2026? Smart farmers know the best yields start with the right choices. At Beck's Hybrids, where farmers are art, helping farmers succeed is what makes up the fabric of our culture. Call Brandon Tegeler, your Beck's seed dealer serving Southeast Iowa. Get your 2026 seed orders in early and secure the varieties that perform best on your land. 641-919-7526. That's 641-919-7526. Beck's Hybrids, growing successful together.
At Community First Credit Union, we want you to smile more and stress less this holiday season. Right now, we're offering 3 savvy ways to slay this holiday. Enjoy our low intro rate Flex Rewards card, secure a personal loan at a low rate, or save in a flash with Skip-a-Pay. Visit c1stcu.com/holiday loan or stop by a branch for complete details. Slay this holiday with C First. Some restrictions apply. Loans are subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
You're watching the Fairfield Trojans on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel.
And welcome back to Fairfield. Now, final thoughts for this pre-game show before the national anthem coming up. The JV won their game 44-26, and we're going to list through the final. We're going to go through the sponsors for this game today. So the pregame, of course, brought to you by Community First Credit Union, because better is together. Check them out at cfirstcreditunion.com. Now, the starting lineups by Packwood Locker and Meats of Packwood. Visit them at packwoodlockerandmeats.com. For every three-pointer that's dropped today, Beaner Funeral Home will be sponsoring that one. Beaner Funeral Home and Crematory of Fairfield, owner Scott and Rachel Brown. Beaner Funeral Home, a crematory service, a service for every family, and here when you need them, visit Beaner Funeral Home at beanerfh.com. Quarter one, sponsored by Jefferson County Health Center, care you can count on. That's what we do. Quarter two, sponsored by Fairfield Dental Clinic on West Adams in Fairfield. Halftime brought to you by Smithburg Automotive, from vehicle maintenance, rental, and vehicle sales, with 2 locations in Fairfield, and Smitty's Auto and Recycling of Fairfield. Quarter three brought to you by Lisco, your experts for fiber optics. Call Lisco of Fairfield today and get set up. And the final quarter of the game, brought to you by Brandon Taglauer of Beck's Dealers, or your Beck's dealer, at 641-919-7526. And finally, the post game, sponsored by Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua. Visit Cranston Family Funeral Home at cranstonfamilyfuneralhome.com. As we are about to get to the national anthem, we will take a 2-minute break. Until then, we'll be right back with you on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
This is Miss Bonnie at Packwood Locker and Meats of Packwood. Packwood Locker and Meats brings farm fresh to your table. Beefy with boldness, porky with perfection, fresh off the farm and into your kitchen. We know how to make every meal a masterpiece. Trust the quality and savor the taste, because at Packwood Locker and Meats, fresh isn't just a promise, it's a guarantee. Now open for retail and pickup 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays. Visit PackwoodLockerandMeats.com for more information. Trust me, you can't beat Peyton's Meat, and we dare you to try.
We care. At Jefferson County Health Center, it's the little things that make a big difference. We believe every patient deserves to feel safe and comforted, no matter what brings them here. We strive to turn fear into comfort. We are committed to ensuring every patient feels informed, supported, and truly cared for.
Jefferson County Health Center, care you can count on. It's what we do.
Dr. Matt here, looking for complete dental care for your entire family? At Fairfield Dental Clinic in Fairfield, that's exactly what we provide.
Dr. Pat here. We pride ourselves on delivering comprehensive care from routine cleanings to advanced procedures. At Fairfield Dental Clinic, we're committed to creating healthy smiles in a comfortable, caring environment.
We live here, we work here, and we're proud to care for generations of families from Fairfield and the surrounding area. Call today for an appointment. Fairfield Dental Clinic, complete dental care for your entire family, your neighbors, your dentists, your smile.
This holiday season, connection means more than ever. At Lisco, we're proud to keep you close no matter the distance. With fiber-fast internet, crystal clear TV, and reliable phone service, your moments of laughter, your video calls, and your favorite holiday movies all shine brighter. Because at Lisco, connection isn't just what we provide, it's what we believe in. From our family to yours, happy holidays from Lisco, keeping you connected to what matters most.
You're watching the Fairfield Trojans on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel.
And welcome back to Dan Breen Gymnasium here in Fairfield, as we are about to get started with the starting lineups before today's tip-off, sponsored by Packwood Locker and Meats. Now for the visiting Oskaloosa Indians, we have quite a few Coles, so please forgive me in this broadcast if I mess those up for you. But coming in, 5'3" guard, sophomore, number 2, Pora Cole, and then her twin sister, number 4, Dana Cole, sophomore guard, 5'2". And then their older sister, 5'4", guard, the junior, number 5, Naomi Cole. And then the senior guard, 5'7", number 10, Logan Edgar. And finally, the number 12 forward, 5'10" senior, Leah Courts. And over for the home Fairfield Trojans, we have number 1, sophomore, Vanessa Kessel. Number 3, the senior, Maddie Martin. Number 5, the senior, Lauren Martin, the cousin of Maddie Martin. Number 11, Faith Jones, the senior, leading scorer of the Fairfield Trojans. And finally, the post player, the senior, number 50, Elise Setterstrom. So we're going to get tip-off started with you shortly in this game. And that was the starting lineup, sponsored by Packwood Locker and Meat Company. Head coach of the Oskaloosa Indians is Terrence Cunningham. As for the Fairfield girls, it is head coach Brian Witzenberg. Assistant coaches are Destiny Gridley and Shay Drish, along with Pat McEvan, Travis Duncan, and Hannah Kyle. And I will say that last game, it was great to get an experience under the great Lee Munns, who is under, can't really see him at the camera tonight, but he is the one talking over the PA. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to the band who gave us the national anthem and will be giving us all our timeout music here today, as we're about to get started with tip-off with Elise Setterstrom and Leah Courts at the middle. as Fairfield is going right, their basket is on the right side, and the Oskaloosa Indians is on the left. So we're about to get started here with tip-off. From the opening tip over, Oskaloosa wins it, and taking it up is number 4, Desa Cole. Over to her sister Naomi inside. Little screen there. Foul, and it goes in and one. Number 5, Naomi Cole, as she's going to shoot for her 3rd point of the game. 7:48 to go in the first. Quick start here for the Indians. So the and one bucket goes down, giving her 3 points on the game, 7:45 to go. Vanessa Kessel taking it up. Some press defense here as Oskaloosa gets the strip. Over inside to Poor Cole, layup on the left side, goes down. Quickly 5-0 here for the Oskaloosa Indians. Some full court press defense. Trojans get down court. Little outside for Vanessa Kessel, but gathers it in. Over to Faith Jones inside the paint. Pass is deflected. And a reach foul by Oskaloosa, giving first foul of the game for number 5, Naomi Cole. As Trojans will inbound it under their own basket. Martin inside to Setterstrom. Ends up over the hands of Vanessa Kessel outside of the 3-point line. Passing it over. Pass is tipped. Intended for Faith Jones. Ends up in the hands of Naomi Cole. Down 2. Pora Cole, a little too far out. And turnover back over to Fairfield's ball. 7:56 to go in the first. It is 5-0 Oskaloosa. Little screen action there by Faith Jones over to Maddie Martin. Pass is high, just out of the reach of Elise Setterstrom. As it's going to be a turnover and Oskaloosa ball. 6:46 to go in the game. Well, in the first quarter, not the game. It'll be quite a fast game. 5-0 Oskaloosa. As Fairfield is implementing their full court defense. Over inside to Logan Edker. And she gets the layup to go in. 7-0 is the start of the game for the Oskaloosa Indians. Pass down court, just out of the reach, and another turnover for the Trojans as they have yet to figure out this full court press defense that both teams have implemented up to this point. And number 1, Leah Lorenzen comes in for Pora Cole. As she gets the ball to start out this new possession. Long pass down, tipped but inside. Layup no good for Leah Court, taken in. And over on the fast break, Lauren Martin, the layup no good. Shot back up by Vanessa Kessel, does not go in. And a fight to save the ball inbounds, ends up back in the hands of the Trojans, and the layup goes down for Elise Setterstrom. First points for the Trojans on the day. 5:50 to go in the first, 7-2. And a travel called on Dana Cole. And another turnover. There was travels were quite a theme in the Trojans' last game against Knoxville, with about 37 turnovers by the Knoxville Panthers against the Trojans, as the refs are, I guess, locating the spot where Trojans will inbound. 5:50 to go, 7-2 Oskaloosa. Maddie Martin to inbound. Over to the gray area by Vanessa Kessel. Under the hoop, pass is too far behind Faith Jones, but it was tipped by number 5, Naomi Cole, and will stay Fairfield ball. Inbound over to Vanessa Kessel. As we are dipping near the 5.5-minute mark in the first quarter, 7-2 Oskaloosa over the Fairfield Trojans. Lauren Martin in the corner, Maddie Martin inside Jones for the layup. It goes down. Her first 2 of the game, giving the Trojans 4. As it is 7-4 with 5:20 to go in the first. Naomi Cole takes it up. More full court pressure by the Fairfield Trojans. Both teams implementing it early to start. Over to Nate. Oh. And Dassa Cole, apologies for that. Dassa Cole travels, her second travel of the game up to this point. 5:05 to go in the first. As the Trojans are going to attempt to get the ball down court. As Vanessa Kessel takes it past half court, dipping below the 5-minute mark. And pass is intercepted for the moment and gathered in, but a bad pass leads in to a foul by, I believe, number 1, Leah Loretzen. Oh, apologies for that one. Number 5, Naomi Cole, her second foul of the game up to this point. And a full 5 substitution. We saw this a lot against Knoxville. So coming in for the Trojans, we have Lenora Felt, Anna McEvan, Emma Metcalf, Aubrey Ryan, and Emma Scepter at the other end. And then coming in for the Oskaloosa, Delaney Harbor coming in, number 13. So just 1 substitution there, but they get the ball to start this possession. Over to Cora Cole. Back up top to her older sister, Naomi. Poor cuts in. And 3-second called on Delaney Harbor. So Fairfield ball coming out, 4:34 to go in this first quarter, 7-4 Oskaloosa. Emma Metcalf taking it up the court, number 2. Back over inside Emma Scepter, the high layup just too far out and taken in by Oskaloosa. Coming back up, Naomi Cole, number 5. Over to number 2. Poor Cole cutting inside the floater, gets the friendly roll and goes in. It is 9-4 with 4 minutes to go, the halfway point in the first quarter, 9-4. Oskaloosa over Fairfield as Emma Metcalf trying to make some magic. Gets a little bit of separation, but the pass a little too far right for Lenora Feltz. As Dassa Cole coming in for number 10, Logan Edgar, as Oskaloosa is going to start this next possession. 3:51 to go in the first. And Dassa Cole coming right back, coming into the lineup and getting the ball to start. Over the three-pointer, Dassa, a little too short. The attempted save out of bounds. And Fairfield ball coming in for the Oskaloosa Indians. Number 22, Reagan Stream. Coming in for, I believe, number 12 is Leah Court. And along with Court, the full court pressure by both teams has definitely caused a lot of turnovers and a lot of issues for both squads up to this point, as yet another turnover for the Trojans. And Oskaloosa will start on this side, on their side of the court with the ball, and a new possession coming up as Dassa Cole coming up the middle of the three-point line. Little attempted a play inside, the pass too far forward for Reagan Stream. As another turnover, 3:30 to go in the first, 9-4 is the score, as another full 5 for the Trojan substitution has occurred. So all the starters back in for the Fairfield Trojans. As Vanessa Kessel trying to weave her way through the full court pressure. Picking up her dribble and a little skirmish for the ball. And ends in a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Fairfield. 3:15 to go in the first, 9-4 is the score. Right now, the leaders in points for the Indians is number 2, Pora Cole, with 4. And for the Trojans, it is Elise Setterstrom and Faith Jones, both with layups inside. As Faith Jones attempts to increase her point total, but layup does not go in. And another jump ball for the fight for the rebound. Ends in an Oskaloosa possession. 3:08 to go, 9-4 is the score, Oskaloosa ahead. As back in, Logan Edgar comes in for number 13, Delaney Harbor. Another starter coming in for the Indians. Long pass, a little too tall for Reagan Stream, the 6-foot forward, so must have been a pretty high pass there. It ends in another turnover as coming in for Reagan Stream is Leah Court, another starter. So I believe their starting 5 for Oskaloosa is back in as we dip under 2 minutes. Pass is turned over inside. Steal by Dassa Cole over to three-pointer by Naomi. No good, but the rebound by Leah Court ends up in a steal by Vanessa Kessel. Down court, Lauren Martin. Bounce pass is deflected and stolen. Ends up in the hands of Naomi Court as we are nearing the 2:30 mark in the first quarter. Still 9-4, quite a low scoring first quarter. As Naomi Court with the ball outside the three-point line over to number 2, Pora Cole. Naomi trying to find an open shot. Pora has an open look, decides not to take it. Dribbling her way inside, the layup short. Gathered in by Lauren Martin, but the fight away by Pora Cole ends up back in Oskaloosa possession. This time Pora for 3, nothing but net as it goes down. 12-4 is the score as Pora now with 7 points in this first quarter. And Vanessa Kessel loses her dribble over into the hands of Naomi Cole. Over to Pora, she's got the hot hand, and another three-pointer goes down. Full timeout for the Fairfield Trojans. Full timeout for the Fairfield Trojans, 1:34 left to go. We're gonna take a 1-minute break here. We'll be back with you shortly on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, we want you to smile more and stress less this holiday season. Right now, we're offering 3 savvy ways to slay this holiday. Enjoy our low intro rate Flex Rewards card, secure a personal loan at a low rate, or save in a flash with Skip-a-Pay. Visit c1stcu.com/holiday loan or stop by a branch for complete details. Slay this holiday with C First. Some restrictions apply. Loans are subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA.
Planning for 2026? Smart farmers know the best yields start with the right choices. At Beck's Hybrids, where farmers are art, helping farmers succeed is what makes up the fabric of our culture. Call Brandon Tegler, your Beck's seed dealer serving Southeast Iowa. Get your 2026 seed orders in early and secure the varieties that perform best on your land. 641-919-7526. That's 641-919-7526. Beck's Hybrids, growing successful together.
And welcome back. 1:34 left to go in the first. 15-4 Oskaloosa is the score. Number 2 for Oskaloosa, Pora Cole, now with 10 points, 2 of those being three-pointers, as Fairfield is going to inbound. Trying to get it down court. Turnovers have been quite an issue, trying to get through this full court defense. Faith Jones ends up with it at the free throw line. The 2, another swish for Faith Jones, giving her 4 on the game, making it 15-6. Dassa Cole over to Naomi at the top of the three-point line. Dassa over inside to Pora Cole. Trojans playing some 2-3 zone defense, trying to find anything that will work out as we dip under 1 minute to go. Dassa Cole cutting inside. Nothing going there. Over to Pora Cole. Number 2, as a reach foul is called. Yep, first foul of the game on Vanessa Kessel. 48.2 to go, 15-6 Oskaloosa over the Trojans as they will be inbounding it under their own hoop. Long pass over to Dassa, and number 4 Cole stumbles but ends up back in the hands of the Indians as the bounce pass ends up short. A fast break now for the Trojans. Faith Jones for 3 off the front of the rim as we are now under 30 seconds. Another rebound for the Indians over Naomi Cole inside. The 2 goes down for Leah Court. Her first 2 of the game as Lauren Martin taking it down inside to Elise Setterstrom. Pass a little out and another steal for the Oskaloosa Indians as Maddie Martin says, give me that, and takes it right back. 5 seconds to go, another 3 for Jones. Doesn't get the lucky roll. And we are going to end the first quarter, 17-6 Oskaloosa Indians over the Fairfield Trojans. We're going to take a 1-minute break. This has been Fairfield Basketball on Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
And we welcome you back in. Start of the second quarter. Forgot to mention, but the first quarter was sponsored by Jefferson County Health Center. Care you can count on, that's what we do. Quarter 2 coming up is sponsored by Fairfield Dental Clinic on West Adams and Fairfield. And then every three-pointer that is going to be sponsored by Beaner Funeral Home. Faith Jones has attempted 2 threes. Both have just come up short as they're going to start the second quarter with possession. In for them is off the bench, Emma Metcalf, inside to Elise Setterstrom for the and 1, giving her 4 points on the game, looking for her 5th as she takes it to the line. 17-8 Oskaloosa over the Trojans. In that first quarter for the Trojans, Faith Jones had 4 points, Elise Setterstrom had 2. As her free throw goes down, giving her 5 on the game. And for Oskaloosa, number 2, Pora Cole had 10. And then Naomi Cole, number 5, had 3 off of an and 1. And then 2 baskets by Logan Edker and Leah Court. The three-pointer there by Naomi Cole, no good. The pass down to Lauren Martin, too far out. 2 attempts to save. Both end up in possession of the Oskaloosa Indians. Fast break. Fairfield's able to catch up as they slow it down. 7:20 to go. Over to the hot hand, Pora Cole for 3. No good. And the rebound by Faith Jones, 17-9 with 7:09 to go in the second. Emma Metcalf in as she passes it down to Elise Setterstrom. Layup too far off from the board. Over to Elise Setterstrom in the paint. Another spin around layup just short. Ends up in possession of the Oskaloosa Indians. In for the Trojans, number 4, Lenore Feltz, and number 22, Anna McAvan, in for Faith Jones and Lauren Martin. As number 2, Emma Metcalf, is in for number 1, Vanessa Kessel. And finally, Emma Scepter coming in for Elise Setterstrom. 6:52 to go. Oskaloosa up 17-9. Both teams have implemented very solid full court press defense. As the 2 for Edgar, no good. As the rebound foul by Emma Scepter, her first on the game. So the Indians will keep possession as they're going to inbound it now under their own hoop. So now the only starter in is Maddie Martin, number 3, as the layup goes for number 10, Logan Edker, giving her 4 points on the game. And a foul on Logan Edgar, who just made the basket. So Fairfield will now inbound from their side of the court, 19-9, Oskaloosa, with 6:29 to go in the second. Little misconduct there by the Oskaloosa Indians. As inbounded to Lenora Felt. She's trying to get any separation over to Maddie Martin. Inlet pass to Emma Metcalf. And a jump ball is called as possession goes to Oskaloosa. Great pass into Maddie Martin. Unfortunately, no basket can come of it, as it once again ends in another possession for the Indians. The low bounce pass intended for Leah Courts ends up just a bit too far out as another turnover. Really long buzzer sound there, but Faith Jones comes in for Maddie Martin and Vanessa Kessel. Oh, apologies. Yep, Paul, I was right. Of course I was. Vanessa Kessel coming in for Anna McEvan as Fairfield will get possession to start. 6:09 to go in the second. Lenora Felt gets a running start. The pass, but in time to be deflected by Pora Cole, number 2. But will stay Fairfield ball after the deflection. 6:03 to go. About 2 minutes down in the second quarter, as Oskaloosa is up 19-9. Metcalf to inbound over to Faith Jones. Taking it inside the three-point line. Over to Lenora Felt, gets some contact inside. And the foul on number 2, Pora Cole. And Elise Setterstrom coming in for the under the hoop inbound. 19-9, 5:55 to go in the second. Elise Setterstrom gets it in under the hoop, but a travel is called even though the layup goes in. No basket, and a Oskaloosa ball. Keep wanting to say Ottumwa. Apologies on that. Gets it down to number 1, Leah Lorenzen. Handles her dribble well. Over inside the floater for number 2, Pora Cole. No good. But the jump ball, good defensive effort by number 4, Lenora Felt. Ends up in Fairfield basketball. Now coming in is number 5, Lauren Martin, in for Lenora Felt. 5:36 to go, 19-9. Oskaloosa over the Trojans. Now nope, not all 5 starters in. But 4 of the 5 starters are in. Over and back called on the Trojans. Another turnover as Oskaloosa will now end up with the possession. Alrighty, and Leah Lorenzen with the ball. Outside of the three-point line, over to number 5, Cole. Over to Cole, over to Cole. I mean, I could just start doing that all game if that's as easy as it's gonna get. Over inside, a great pass over to number 1, Lorenzen. The layup short of the mark, and no one is there to get the rebound, and out of bounds. Fairfield possession. Coming in, been waiting to say it all game. Cole comes in for Cole. Dassa comes in for Pora. As for the Trojans, Maddie Martin comes in for Emma Metcalf. Now all 5 of the Trojan starters are in with just under 5 minutes to go in the first half. 19-9 is the score, Oskaloosa. As Kessel gets a running start. Little floater there by Elise Setterstrom, no good. as Naomi Cole comes up with the board. Fast break here, layup, no good, but the foul, as she's going to the line to shoot 2. First foul on the game for Maddie Martin. Cole to shoot 2, 19-9 is current score. First one, 2 left. As up to this point, it has been a very low-scoring second quarter, with it being 3-2, the scoring difference. Trojans in favor, but the second one does not go, so it will remain 3-2 in the second quarter. 19-9. Pass over intercepted. Ends up back in Oskaloosa possession. Interception by Leah Court. As they're going to slow it down now. Indians over inside at the J, takes it back out, number 5, Cole. I got to start saying the number after or before the Cole because you can't tell which one it is. Dasa Cole, apologies. No good on the 3, but Vanessa Kessel made contact, and so she is going to shoot 3 from the line. Chance for Dasa Cole's first points of the game. 4:10 to go. First free throw goes down for number 4, Cole. Once again, it's been a low-scoring second quarter with only 3 points scored by both teams up to this point. Second free throw, no good. We're going to keep at that mark. Elise Setterstrom with all 3 of the Trojans' points. And 2 by for Oskaloosa, 2 for number 10, Logan Edgar, and that 1 free throw by Dasa Cole. Coming in is number 2, Poor Cole. All 3 of the Coles are on the court. Shot the 3rd free throw, no good. She went 1 for 3 at the line, but the offensive board ends up in Oskaloosa possession. And at the halfway point in the second quarter, 20-9 is the score. Oskaloosa over the Trojans. Over in the corner, open 3, good outlet pass, bit too far out. Good gathering the rebound, layup no good. As they're going to call another jump ball, stay Oskaloosa possession. 3:41 to go. Oskaloosa up 20-9. Both teams with 3 fouls, 2 more for either of them, and they will be in the bonus. As it's been, aside from the turnovers, a mostly clean game. Far outlet pass over to number 4, Cole. Takes the long 3 off the back rim, and no good. So they call a reach foul or a push by number 5, Naomi Cole, her second of the game. Giving them 4 and 1 more. The Trojans will be in the bonus with 3:30 to go in the first half. Martin to inbound it. Martin over to Martin, the cousin duo. And Faith Jones almost gets the ball ripped away, saved by Maddie Martin. The bounce pass ends up in possession of Lauren Martin for 3. Faith Jones off the back and no good. And foul on the Trojans on the attempted rebounds. And that is the second foul on Lauren Martin. Both teams at 4 fouls now. 1 more will be in a bonus for both. 3 minutes to go in the game as a full 5 substitution is occurring for the Trojans. As Emma Scepter, Emma Metcalf, Aubrey Ryan, Lenore Felt, and Anna McEvan come in for the Trojans. As they are laying off their full court defense for the final 3 minutes of this first half, as there appears to be in zone. Over to Dasa. Cole inside, layup just short. A little floater, apologies. 2:45 to go. Trojans taking it down court. Pass is intercepted. But the good poke there by Lenora Felt called it clean. ends up back in Trojan possession. Under 2:30 to go. The pass inside, deflected a little bit, ends up in the hands of Leah Lorenzen of the Oskaloosa Indians. Trojans remain in their zone defense. Pass is tipped by Lenora Feltz and ends up in the hands of Emma Metcalf inside Anna McAvan. Shot no good. The putback by Emma Metcalf, her first 2 of the game, making it 20-11 with just under 2 minutes to go in the first half. And a 30-second timeout called by the Oskaloosa Indians, their first of the game to this point. Now to this point, it was 17-6 at the end of the first. Right now it is 20-11, so that is, if I can do math correctly, that is 6-3 in points in the second quarter by the Trojans ahead of that. No, 5-3. Look at me not being able to do math. Now, Elise Setterstrom has 3 of the points. Emma Metcalf with the first bench points of the game for the Trojans with her most recent 2. And then number 10, Logan Edgar for Oskaloosa with a shot of her own going in. And then one of Desa's 3 free throws, holy tongue twister, going in, giving them the third of their 3 points. Now, Oskaloosa inbounding it in, 1:53 to go, 20-11. Oskaloosa with the lead as the full bench at the scores table for the Fairfield Trojans. Number 4, Cole trying to find separation. Over for 3. Shot is wide, taken in by number 10, Edgar. First shot no good. Second shot ending in a foul. Logan Edgar going to shoot 2 as the Trojans, or apologies, as the Oskaloosa Indians are now in the bonus. First free throw, no good. As Logan Edgar has 4 points in the game, as the full 5 substitution coming in for the Fairfield Trojans. Apologies, 4 of the 5. I guess apologies again, none of them came in. Hey, full fake out on my hand. Of course, difficult for me to understand. They missed both free throws, Logan Edgar did. Pass is deflected at an attempted pass towards Elise Setterstrom. Minute 15 to go in the first half. Vanessa Kessel over to Martin inside. The turnaround layup going in for Elise Setterstrom, her 5th points of the quarter, as we're down to a minute to go in the first half, 20-13. Number 2, Cole inside, layup too strong. Rebounded back to Lauren Martin. And a good hard screen there by Vanessa Kessel. 3-pointer, Faith Jones just short, and brought in by number 10, Logan Edgar. 40 seconds to go as Oskaloosa is taking it down court. Over to number 1, Leah Lorenzen. Shot is too far, but gathered in the offensive rebound. The layup attempt off the front of the rim, and the fight for it ends up staying in Oskaloosa possession. 25.1 to go in the first half. 20-13 the score, Oskaloosa ahead. As Oskaloosa's looking for the inbound, Lorenzen for 3. Off the top of the board, no good. Taken in the offensive board, no good. And the jump ball, possession arrow to the Trojans. 18.4 to go, 20-13 Oskaloosa is the score, as they remain in full court defense, as Trojans might be looking for a final shot here before the buzzer. And the bounce pass is tipped and stolen down to number 2, Pora Cole. Layup good and 1, 5.2 to go in the first half, giving her her 12th point of the game, her first of the second quarter, as she is looking for the successful and 1. 22-13, the current score. Anna McEvan in for Faith Jones. As number 2, Cole, going to shoot her first free throw of the game. As it is nothing but net, giving her 13 points in the game. As the pass down to Elise Setterstrom ends in a turnover. Halftime coming up, as we'll be right back with you on Atomo Radio Sports Network.
We care. At Jefferson County Health Center, it's the little things that make a big difference. We believe every patient deserves to feel safe and comforted, no matter what brings them here. We strive to turn fear into comfort. We are committed to ensuring every patient feels informed, supported, and truly cared for.
Jefferson County Health Center, care you can count on. It's what we do.
At Community First Credit Union, we want you to smile more and stress less this holiday season. Right now, we're offering 3 savvy ways to slay this holiday. Enjoy our low intro rate Flex Rewards card, secure a personal loan at a low rate, or save in a flash with Skip-a-Pay. Visit c1stcu.com/holiday loan or stop by a branch for complete details. Slay this holiday with C First. Some restrictions apply. Loans are subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA.
Dr. Matt here. Looking for complete dental care for your entire family? At Fairfield Dental Clinic in Fairfield, that's exactly what we provide.
Dr. Pat here. We pride ourselves on delivering comprehensive care from routine cleanings to advanced procedures. At Fairfield Dental Clinic, we're committed to creating healthy smiles in a comfortable, caring environment.
We live here, we work here, and we're proud to care for generations of families from Fairfield and the surrounding area. Call today for an appointment. Fairfield Dental Clinic. Complete dental care for your entire family, your neighbors, your dentists, your smile.
If community matters, choose a family that values community. When you choose Beaner Funeral Home, you are choosing more than a business and more than a building. You are choosing a family. When you support those who give back to the community by way of volunteerism, talents, and monetary investments, you are ensuring this legacy of giving continues. We offer the most economical cremation and traditional burial pricing in our area and invite you to experience the Beaner difference of community, compassion, and commitment.
This holiday season, connection means more than ever. At Lisco, we're proud to keep you close no matter the distance. With fiber-fast internet, crystal clear TV, and reliable phone service, your moments of laughter, your video calls, and your favorite holiday movies all shine brighter. Because at Lisco, connection isn't just what we provide, it's what we believe in. From our family to yours, happy holidays from Lisco, keeping you connected to what matters most.
Planning for 2026? Smart farmers know the best yields start with the right choices. At Beck's Hybrids, where farmers are art, helping farmers succeed is what makes up the fabric of our culture. Call Brandon Tegler, your Beck's seed dealer serving Southeast Iowa. Get your 2026 seed orders in early and secure the varieties that perform best on your land. 641-919-7526. That's 641-919-7526. Beck's Hybrids, growing successful together.
You're watching the Fairfield Trojans on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel.
And welcome back to Atomo Radio Sports Network here in Fairfield at this Fairfield High School girls basketball game against the Oskaloosa Indians. At halftime, the Indians are up 23-13 over the home Trojans. Just finished a performance by the Fairfield High School dance team. Always good to see from them. Now, for the halftime report, sponsored by Smithburg Automotive, from vehicle maintenance, rental, and vehicle sales, with 2 locations in Fairfield, and Smitty's Auto and Recycling of Fairfield. Coming to you. At the end of the first quarter, it was 17-6, a little lower of a scoring second quarter, with it only being 23-13 after that. So the leaders in points for Oskaloosa, the team ahead. Number 2, Pora Cole with 13, had 10 in the first quarter. And then along with that, her sister, Dassa Cole, with only 1. After she went 1 for 3 at the line, her only 3 attempts at shots today. And then number 5, Naomi Cole, the oldest, with 3, no points in the second. And then number 10, Logan Edgar with 4, and number 12, Leah Court with 2. Apologies for that. So all 5 of the starters have attributed to all of the points for the Oskaloosa Indians, with no bench points coming in. I'm not seeing the full 5 substitutions that the Fairfield Trojans have attributed, but going over to the Trojans, Elise Setterstrom is leading the team in points with 9 after an and 1 in the second quarter. And then along with that, Faith Jones bringing in 4 of their own. I would say definitely the theme of this first half has definitely been the defense. Full court press by both teams to this point has attributed to a lot of turnovers, not as many travels as it was in the Fairfield-Knoxville game, but nonetheless, a lot of turnovers in that sense, leading to a lower scoring game. A lot of three-pointers have been attempted. If one goes in, sponsored by Beaner Funeral Home and Crematory of Fairfield. Owner Scott and Rachel Brown, Beaner Funeral Home and Crematory, a service for every family, and here when you need them, visit beanerfh.com. And then again, for the pregame, sponsored by Community First Credit Union, because together is better. Check them out at cfirstcreditunion.com. Starting lineup by Packwood Locker and Meats of Packwood. Visit them at packwoodlockerandmeats.com. Already said the three-pointers by Beaner Funeral Home. First corner by Jefferson County Health Center. Care you can count on, that's what we do. Second quarter by Fairfield Dental Clinic on West Adams and Fairfield. The halftime by Smithburg Automotive. The third quarter by Lisco, your experts for fiber optic. Call Lisco of Fairfield today to get set up. And the fourth and final quarter, sponsored by Brandon Taglauer, your Beck's Seed dealer, 641-919-7526. And finally, the post-game show sponsored by Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua. Now to serve you with Monument Sales and Irish Ridge Cremation. CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. As we're nearing about 4 minutes left to go until the start of the second half, 23-13 your score. As we're hearing little halftime music here by the Fairfield Band, run by director Tyler Nunziato, as I'm one for being in the band this year. I'm still in high school to this point, but this got me out of doing the pep band, which personally I'm not the biggest fan of, but I know it gets pretty rowdy over there. But I am very glad to be here talking to y'all about sports. Coming to you with 3.5 minutes to go as Oskaloosa is coming out of the tunnel to start their warm-ups for the second half. As I say, we go to another 2-minute commercial break. As 23-13 halftime score. This has been the halftime report sponsored by Smithburg Automotive. And we'll be back with you shortly on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, we want you to smile more and stress less this holiday season. Right now, we're offering 3 savvy ways to slay this holiday. Enjoy our low intro rate Flex Rewards card, secure a personal loan at a low rate, or save in a flash with Skip-a-Pay. Visit c1stcu.com/holiday loan or stop by a branch for complete details. Slay this holiday with C First. Some restrictions apply. Loans are subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We care. At Jefferson County Health Center, it's the little things that make a big difference. We believe every patient deserves to feel safe and comforted, no matter what brings them here. We strive to turn fear into comfort. We are committed to ensuring every patient feels informed, supported, and truly cared for.
Jefferson County Health Center, care you can count on. It's what we do.
You're watching the Fairfield Trojans on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel.
Welcome back to Fairfield High School. We got about 40 seconds until the start of the second half. 23-13, the current score. Oskaloosa ahead of the Trojans. Now coming up after this, the boys will have their first season opener. I guess not their first, their only season opener, but it's their first game of the new season against the Oskaloosa Indians. And that will tip off, set about 7:30, but depending on how late this game runs, maybe a little bit later than that, but we'll have a separate stream for that coming up. As leaders in points for both, we got number 2, Pora Cole, with 13 points for the Indians. And for the Trojans, we have Elise Setterstrom with 9. Alrighty, and starting the third quarter, the Trojans will get the ball, as they will be going. Apologies for that. Oskaloosa will be getting the ball, as they will be now going right, as from our viewpoints, and the Trojans will be going to their left. All 5 starters back in for both teams. The 3 Coles, along with Logan Edgar, number 10, and Leah Court, number 12. And for the Trojans, number 1, Vanessa Kessel, number 3, Maddie Martin, her cousin, number 5, Lauren Martin, number 11, Faith Jones, and number 53, I believe. No, 43, Elise Setterstrom. The layup attempt no good for Oskaloosa, ends up in on the other side of the court. Another 2 for Elise Setterstrom, giving her 11 on the game. Making it 23-15 with 7:20 to go in the third. Layup attempt spinning around, no good. Coming up a little gingerly is Pora Cole, as the hard push by number 5, Naomi Cole, ends up in the first foul of the quarter and first foul of the half. Her third. Naomi Cole's third, of course. Lee Muntz just announced over the PA. I was right about the number 50, but Elise Setterstrom has now changed her jersey number to 43. Shouldn't be too big of an issue from my viewpoints, but I'll be calling out a different number when she comes in and out and when she makes points. Little discussion between Oskaloosa's coach and the referee, causing the stoppage in play, but we're back into it now. So Oskaloosa has continued to have this hard press. Lauren Martin gets a little bit of separation inside of Vanessa Kessel. Layup just short. Rebound by Elise Setterstrom. The layup no good, but she will shoot 2 from the line. 23-15 is the score. 7:06 left to go in the third quarter. Second foul of the quarter by the Indians. First free throw no good. Coming number 2. Rolls around, but goes in, giving it 23-16, the current score. The full court press defense for the Trojans causing a little bit of an issue for the Indians as the long 2 by number 10 ends up in an air ball gathered in by Faith Jones. Little wrestle for the ball there, but Fairfield retains possession. 6:34 to go in the third quarter. Faith Jones cutting inside the 2 with the hard bounce off the back. No good, taken in by Elise Setterstrom. And a 30-second timeout coming up for the Trojans. Now, apologies for what I said. I said Elise Setterstrom had 11 points. She is, in fact, only down 2, now 10. But she still leads the team in points as with her, Faith Jones has 4 and Emma Metcalf has 2, which attributes to all 16 of the Fairfield Trojans points. Oskaloosa is still scoreless in this quarter up to this point, but there's still plenty of time to go as we are coming back into action after the 30-second timeout. 23-16 the score, 6:24 to go in the third. Fairfield will take it in under their basket. Martin inside to Jones. Layup a little too strong. The fight for the rebound ends up in Dassa Cole's hands for the Indians. Over inside. The foul and 1 for Leah Court. Giving her point total up to this point with 4. The and 1 attempts may get it up to 5. 6:13 to go. 25-16 the current score. First foul of the quarter on the Trojans. Free throw, a little bit to the left, no good. Good pass inside to Lauren Martin for her first 2 of the game, making it 25-18. Good assist there by Vanessa Kessel. The long 2 goes down for number 13, Delaney Harbor, the first bench points of the game for the Oskaloosa Indians. And on the other side on the defensive side, Delaney Harbor with a good defensive effort, unfortunately ends for her with remaining Fairfield possession. In for the Trojans, Emma Metcalf, number 2, and number 4, Lenora Felt. With 5:45 to go in the third. Picking up her dribble, needs to find someone. Bounce ends up in the hands of Maddie Martin. Elise Setterstrom with a foul on the floor. Ends up remaining in Fairfield possession. It was on the floor. Foul was on number 2, Pora Cole, her second. 27-18 is the score. Oskaloosa up. Pass over to Setterstrom. The free throw shot goes down. Her 5th point of the quarter. 27-20 the score, 5:24 to go. Harbor finds some separation over to Pora Cole for 3. Off the back, no good. Rebound gathered in, and the shot no good, and picked up by Emma Metcalf. Emma Metcalf hustling down the court. A layup, not the friendly roll there, as Pora Cole ends up with the rebound. Now under 5 minutes to go. Cole over to Dassa Cole, finds some space, and the 2 in the J goes down for Dassa Cole, her first 2 of the third quarter. Pass over to Lenora Felt for 3. Bit too strong there. Fight for the rebound. Going to end up in Oskaloosa possession. And coming in for Elise Setterstrom is Emma Scepter. 29-20 to go in the, apologies, that's the score, 29-20. 4:38 to go in the third quarter. get a whistle in, and one final substitution. Vanessa Kessel coming in for Maddie Martin. The Trojans playing some full court man now, nearing the 4:30 mark to go in the third quarter. The layup, no good, but a travel's called by Dassa Cole. Another turnover for the Indians. Fairfield possession with 4:28 to go. 29-20 is the score. Emma Metcalf to inbound it. Long pass down court to Faith Jones. Manages to hold possession. Pass over to Kessel. Have number 2 Cole down on the court. As Jones attempts a 3, no good, but the 2 put back, good for Emma Metcalf. As we have an injury timeout for number 2, Pora Cole. And coming in for her is her older sister, Naomi, number 5. As again, Cole comes in for Cole. We'll keep you updated on her. Emma Metcalf's second basket of the game, giving her 4 points. All the bench points for the Trojans to this point, 29-22. As Logan Edker, attempted bounce pass, manages to stay in bounds, and they take it back to the top of the key. And offensive foul called on number 12, Leah Courts. The 4th of the quarter for the Oskaloosa Indians, with now just under halfway to go in the third quarter. 29-22, Fairfield possession, but Oskaloosa with the lead. And Emma Metcalf trying to spin around inside the paint, little wrestle for the ball. And a backcourt violation off the dribble and pass. Ends up in Oskaloosa ball. Number 43, Elise Setterstrom, and number 5, Lauren Martin coming in, along with number 11, Faith Jones. So the full starting 5 back out for the Fairfield Trojans. 29-22 is the score. Oskaloosa up, 3:39 to go in the third quarter. And I knew the names for Oskaloosa was going to come back and bite me. It was Dassa Cole that was coming up, a little injured, not Pora Cole. It appears she is sitting on the bench. Hopefully she is doing all right. As a little push when number 2 Cole was going in for the shot. Foul on number 1 Vanessa Kessel, her 3rd of the game to this point. As Oskaloosa will retain possession, no shots will be taken. Second foul of the quarter for the Trojans. Deep inbound over to Delaney Harbor, number 13. Number 5, Cole, gets the foul and 1. 3-point play potential. 3:15 to go. 31-22, the current score. As that gives Naomi Cole her 5th point of the game, looking to make it her 6th. As it rolls in, 6 points now for Naomi Cole. Full timeout for Oskaloosa, 32-22, 3:15 to go in the third. We'll be right back with you on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, we want you to smile more and stress less this holiday season. Right now, we're offering 3 savvy ways to slay this holiday. Enjoy our low intro rate Flex Rewards card, secure a personal loan at a low rate, or save in a flash with Skip-a-Pay. Visit c1stcu.com/holiday loan or stop by a branch for complete details. Slay this holiday with C First. Some restrictions apply. Loans are subject to credit approval. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Dr. Matt here. Looking for complete dental care for your entire family? At Fairfield Dental Clinic in Fairfield, that's exactly what we provide.
Dr. Pat here. We pride ourselves on delivering comprehensive care from routine cleanings to advanced procedures. At Fairfield Dental Clinic, we're committed to creating healthy smiles in a comfortable, caring environment.
We live here, we work here, and we're proud to care for generations of families from Fairfield and the surrounding area. Call today for an appointment. Fairfield Dental Clinic. Complete dental care for your entire family. Your neighbors, your dentists, your smile.
And we welcome you back into Fairfield, Iowa, as at Fairfield High School, the Trojans are taking on the Oskaloosa Indians. 32-22 the score. Indians ahead, 2:07 to go in the third quarter, sponsored by Lisco, your experts for fiber optics. Call Lisco of Fairfield today and get set up. Fairfield gets possession to start as we are now just under 2 minutes to go. Pass over inside to Lauren Martin. The two does not get the lucky roll there as it bounces probably about as many times as a ball could on a shot. 32-22 to score. As Delaney Harbor gets it inside to Poracol. Off the back of the rim, no good. But possession will stay Oskaloosa ball after the ball rolls out of bounds. 1:40 to go in this third quarter. Number 5, Naomi Cole with 3 points. She has the most of the quarter for the Indians. And then for the Trojans, it is now number 43, Elise Setterstrom, who now has 5 in the quarter. Over to Poracol, cutting inside the floater. Nothing but net for her. Another 2-pointer going down for the Indians. 34-22, minute 17 to go in the third. As all 5 of the bench players for the Trojans coming in for substitution. Setterstrom's shot just short, but it does not matter. Shot does not count as it was a travel. Minute 10 to go, 34-22. As all 5 starters are heading to the bench for the Trojans. In for 4 Lenore Felt, 22 McAvan, 2 Metcalf, 12 Ryan, and 42 Scepter. 1 minute to play as number 13, Delaney Harbor, travels on that play. Exactly 1 minute to go. 34-22. Trojans start out with the ball. Number 2, Cole, who is guarding at the top of the three-point line, now has 15 points. Lost a dribble there. Still ends up in the hands of the Trojans, but the layup does not go. Brought in by number 2, Poracol. Now 40 seconds to go till the end of the third quarter. Ball has not gotten inside the three-point line. Now it does. Inside pass. Great deep down pass for Leah Court as her layup goes down. 36-22. As the rip at the pass ends up back in Oskaloosa ball. Now down to 10 seconds to go before the end of the third. Number 5, Naomi Cole, at the top of the three-point line. Takes the free throw line shot, just short. At the end of your third quarter, 36-22 Oskaloosa with the score. We'll be right back on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
At Community First Credit Union, we want you to smile more and stress less this holiday season. Right now, we're offering 3 savvy ways to slay this holiday. Enjoy our low intro rate Flex Rewards card, secure a personal loan at a low rate, or save in a flash with Skip-a-Pay. Visit c1stcu.com/holiday loan or stop by a branch for complete details. Slay this holiday with C First. Some restrictions apply. Loans are subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA.
And we welcome you back into this girls basketball game between the Fairfield Trojans and Ottumwa. I'm going to say Ottumwa every single time. Oskaloosa Indians. Started the 4th quarter, sponsored by Brandon Taglauer, your Beck Seed dealer, 641-919-7526. If you're interested, Trojans start the 4th quarter with the ball on their side of the court. All 5 starters are in for the Trojans. Cross-court pass, over to Lauren Martin. Ends up in the hands of Vanessa Kessel. As whistle blows here. And a foul is called on number 10, Logan Edgar. First of the quarter, second on her personally. 7:44 to go. As Fairfield retains possession, and will start with the ball under their own hoop. Deep pass down over to Lauren Martin, almost at half court. Vanessa Kessel trying to get something started, picks up her dribble. Pass a little too high for Setterstrom to gather, ends up in another turnover for the Trojans. Coming up the court, number 2, Cole, their leading scorer with 15. Over the high arcing 3, short of the mark, gathered in by number 2. Number 3. Maddie Martin, as she goes in, layup does not go. The putback by Setterstrom also comes up short and gathered back in by the Indians. Over to number 4, Dassa Cole. Good to see her back in after she hobbled off to the sidelines. Getting the ball inside, puts up a shot, does not go, but they call a travel on her anyway, so it would not have mattered. 6:39 to go in the 4th. Oskaloosa up 36-22 as the Trojans will start with the ball. Looks like with this coming into the 4th quarter to this point, the Indians have stopped with their full court press defense, which ended up paying a lot of dividends to them in their defensive effort to this point. The long, almost floater 3, or floater 2 by Faith Jones ends up no good. They call a jump ball, and they wrestle for it afterwards. Possession arrow to the Oskaloosa Indians. 6:23 to go in the 4th quarter. And over, I don't know what that foul's called actually. Carry, there we go, by Dassa Cole. And coming in for her now is number 13, Delaney Harbor. As one other substitution is number 2, Emma Metcalf for the Trojans, coming in for number 5, Lauren Martin. Emma Metcalf has all of the Trojans' bench points to this part of the game. Coming into the 4th quarter, nearing the 6-minute mark. Foul called on number 22, Reagan Stream. Her first of the game and second of the quarter on the Indians. 6:04 to go in the 4th. And back in for Oskaloosa is Dassa Cole, number 4. So a little short time on the bench, but coming right back in. Faith Jones is long 2, no good. As we have dipped under 6 minutes with the rebound to Oskaloosa. As they're able to clear the zone. And a Good charge. Good pickup there by Vanessa Kessel. Foul on, believe, number 2, Pora Cole. As Fairfield possession now. As number 12, Leah Court coming in for number 22, Reagan Stream for the Indians. 5:48 to go in the fourth. As one final substitution, Delaney Harbor coming in for number 2, Pora Cole. And Lenora Felt coming in for number 1, Vanessa Kessel for the Trojans. I guess they're just going to keep streaming them all in here. Lauren Martin in for Faith Jones, also for the Trojans. Lauren Martin got her first points, a layup in the third quarter. As the foul difference in this fourth quarter to this point is 3-0, with Oskaloosa only 2 away from getting in the bonus. Elise Setterstrom's pass is tipped, but still gathered in by Metcalf. Emma's shot no good, but the foul while going up, shooting 2. 2 free throws coming up for the Trojans and Emma Metcalf. Oskaloosa now with 4 fouls in the quarter. That was the 3rd foul on Leah Court in this game. Metcalf's first free throw, no good. Keeping the score at 36-22. 5:34 to go in the fourth. Now the second of 2 for Metcalf coming up. Both of them a little too strong, but the fight for the rebound ends in possession staying on this side of the court for Fairfield. Once again, Emma Metcalf with all of the Fairfield bench points with 4. As the inbound pass to Lauren Martin is retained pretty well. As a hard bullet pass for Emma Metcalf ends up too strong for Elise Setterstrom to gather. But they say ball was tipped and last touch by Oskaloosa. So Fairfield retains possession, 5:24 to go in this game. Pass high, but in the reach of Elise Setterstrom. Layup, no good, but the 2 free throws coming up for Maddie Martin. Foul on number 10, Logan Edker, her 3rd of the game. And a full timeout, Oskaloosa. 36-22 is your score, 5:20 to go in the fourth. We'll be right back with you on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
This holiday season, connection means more than ever. At Lisco, we're proud to keep you close no matter the distance. With fiber-fast internet, crystal clear TV, and reliable phone service, your moments of laughter, your video calls, and your favorite holiday movies all shine brighter. Because at Lisco, connection isn't just what we provide, it's what we believe in. From our family to yours, happy holidays from Lisco, keeping you connected to what matters most.
Planning for 2026? Smart farmers know the best yields start with the right choices. At Beck's Hybrids, where farmers are art, helping farmers succeed is what makes up the fabric of our culture. Call Brandon Tegler, your Beck's seed dealer serving Southeast Iowa. Get your 2026 seed orders in early and secure the varieties that perform best on your land. 641-919-7526. That's 641-919-7526. Beck's Hybrids, growing successful together.
We welcome you back in. 5:20 to go in the fourth quarter, 36-22. Oskaloosa over the Trojans. But the Fairfield Trojans are now in the bonus after 5 fouls in the quarter by the Indians. Maddie Martin at the line to shoot 2. First one off the front of the rim and no good. .520 to go and already 5 fouls for Oskaloosa compared to 0 for the Trojans to this point. Second free throw, nothing but net. Good for Maddie Martin, her first points of this game. As the Trojans have turned back into their full court press defense as the pass a little too tall for number 10, Edgar, to handle. Ending up back in Fairfield possession as Faith Jones, number 11, comes back in for Lenora Felt. And a substitution in for Delaney Harbor One of the Coles, I believe it was Dassa. Hard to tell. As pass inside by Metcalf is tipped, but will stay Fairfield possession. 5:05 to go in this fourth quarter. Fairfield in the bonus, so any foul that occurs by the Indians will result in free throws for the Trojans. As a quick jump ball is called, but it will stay possession Fairfield. 5:03 to go in the fourth. Only 2 seconds went off on that one. As 4 of the 5 starters are in, along with number 2, Emma Metcalf, who now has, up to this point, 4 points. As she gets the inbound, over to Elise Setterstrom, a little short, and swatted away by number 12, Leah Court. Once again, staying Fairfield possession. Martin to inbound it again. Underneath to Faith Jones, the layup, spin around the world in the hoop, but goes down. Her first point since the first quarter, giving her 6 on the game, as a steal underneath for Emma Metcalf. She puts up a floater, a little too strong, and gathered in by Oskaloosa. And a foul on the defensive pressure by Maddie Martin, number 3. Her third of the game to this point. First foul of this quarter for the Trojans, 4:39 to go in this fourth quarter. As Oskaloosa is able to break through the full court defense, the three-pointer by number 2, Cole, ends up just short. And in possession, Faith Jones fast break, layup attempt off the side of the board, and gathered in by Dassa Cole, as she slows things down at the three-point line. 4:10 to go in the fourth. Haven't needed to bring up the shot clock at all to this point, but we may as they keep trying to drag out these possessions longer and longer to milk out time. Down to 10 on the shot clock. As poor Cole inside, the lefty floater layup goes down. Her first points of the fourth quarter, giving her 17 in the game. 38-25 the score in this one. Faith Jones's pass, a little too short, and the steal ending up in a Naomi Cole 2. Another layup for the Indians. Emma Metcalf on the other end, her layup going in. And Emma Metcalf up to 6 points now, as we are nearing the 3-minute point in this fourth quarter. Pass over to Logan Edgar in the gray area, the 2. Over to the top of the key, Naomi Cole. Over to a wide open Dassa Cole. Shot too strong, off the back of the rim, and gathered in by the Trojans. Foul on number 4. Dassa Cole with her first foul. And since the Trojans are in the bonus, 2 free throws are coming up for Maddie Martin. Martin is 1 for 2 on her free throws today. 2:42 to go in the fourth quarter. As 2 Trojans, Lenora Felt, number 4, and number 1, Vanessa Kessel, are at the scores table ready to get checked in. First shot ending up a little short of the hoop. As those 2 coming in for number 5, Lauren Martin, and 43, Elise Setterstrom. Second offering coming up. That one again a little too far right. So Martin goes 0 for 2 at the line. 2:35 to go in the fourth. 40-27 the score. As Dassa Cole over in the corner, back over to number 5, Naomi Cole, over to the other Cole. It's double-edged sword. It's the easiest and hardest job at the same time, as the attempt at the rebound ends up in out of bounds, and possession stays in Ottumwa, or I swear I'm going to do this every time. Oskaloosa's possession. 2:18 to go in the fourth. Dassa Cole, the lefty layup, no good. Taken in by Maddie Martin. Staying outside the three-point line. A sharp pass inside for Metcalf. No good, but the 2 free throws coming up. It's the foul on number 10, Logan Edgar. That is her 4th in the game with 2:03 to go in this fourth quarter. 2 free throws coming up for Emma Metcalf. First offering a little short. Second one coming up here. 2:03 to go in the fourth. Shot gets the lucky rolling going in. 1 for 2 at that trip. Coming in is Lauren Martin for Faith Jones and Elise Setterstrom. In for Emma Metcalf, who made one of those 2 free throws. Now 30-second timeout by Oskaloosa with 2:03 to go in the fourth. 40-28 is your score. And coming up after this, the boys will have their season opener here against, of course, the Oskaloosa Indians. We will have a separate stream up if you are interested and care to see that one. As both teams are waiting on the sideline, getting ready to start warm-ups and tip-off here. A little later than usual. Tip-off said 7:30. Right now it's 7:40. But that's all right. We could always use some more basketball. As we are about to continue the final 2:03 to go in this fourth quarter. As Oskaloosa will start with possession. Trojans staying in their full court man defense. As Pora Cole over to number 10, Edgar. The shot, the 2-pointer, no good. And the great rebound attempt by number 2, Cole, keeps possession on their side. Minute 38 to go. I would assume Oskaloosa will attempt to slow down these final few minutes. Dassa Cole, the left-handed layup, no good. And the fight for the rebound, they're going to say Fairfield ball. As Faith Jones coming in. I believe all 5 starters are now in for the Trojans. Minute 21 to go in this game. As Vanessa Kessel takes it up past half court. And inside Jones. Back out over to Kessel. Looking for something to come open here. Now 1 minute to go in this game. Setterstrom inside to Martin, the layup a little short. Fight for the rebound, ends up in the hands of Oskaloosa. The fast break, number 2, Cole, gets the good bounce. Number 2, Pora Cole, with her second basket of this fourth quarter. The 3-pointer, Jones, just shorts. 37 seconds to go. As Oskaloosa will have to put up a shot before the end of this game. Right now, score is 42-28, 20 seconds to go. Over inside to Naomi Cole, layup no good. Brought back out And rebound by Lauren Martin. Over the 2, Maddie Martin, too far left. Rebounded by number 2, Pora Cole, and that will do it for this one. Final score, Oskaloosa 42, Fairfield 28. We'll come back with after a 1-minute break here on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Planning for 2026? Smart farmers know the best yields start with the right choices. At Beck's Hybrids, where farmers are art, helping farmers succeed is what makes up the fabric of our culture. Call Brandon Tegler, your Beck's seed dealer serving Southeast Iowa. Get your 2026 seed orders in early and secure the varieties that perform best on your land. 641-919-7526. That's 641-919-7526. Beck's Hybrids, growing successful together.
At Community First Credit Union, we want you to smile more and stress less this holiday season. Right now, we're offering 3 savvy ways to slay this holiday. Enjoy our low intro rate Flex Rewards card, secure a personal loan at a low rate, or save in a flash with Skip-a-Pay. Visit c1stcu.com/holiday loan or stop by a branch for complete details. Slay this holiday with C First. Some restrictions apply. Loans are subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA.
This is Miss Bonnie at Packwood Locker and Meats of Packwood. Packwood Locker and Meats brings farm fresh to your table. Beefy with boldness, porky with perfection, fresh off the farm and into your kitchen. We know how to make every meal a masterpiece. Trust the quality and savor the taste, because at Packwood Locker and Meats, fresh isn't just a promise, it's a guarantee. Now open for retail and pickup 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays. Visit PackwoodLockerandMeats.com for more information. Trust me, you can't beat Peyton's Meat, and we dare you to try.
We welcome you back. Final score from the girls' game, 42-28, Oskaloosa. Now for the post game, sponsored by Cranston Family Funeral Home. Now for the Trojans, the leading scorer was number 43, Elise Setterstrom. Had a little number change in the second half, went from 50 to 43. She had 12 points in this game. Following that was Faith Jones with 6, and then Lauren Martin and Emma Metcalf off the bench with 4. And then Maddie Martin with 1. Then over on the Oskaloosa side, number 2, Pora Cole. It was all about the Coles today. Number 2, Pora Cole with 19. Number 5, Naomi Cole with 8. And number 4, Dasa Cole with 3. Along with the forwards, Logan Edgar with 4. And number 12, Leah Court with 6. And then coming off the bench, it was Delaney Harbor with the only bench points of the day for the Oskaloosa Indians. Now we're getting set here for the next game here, the boys home opener here against Oskaloosa. I would definitely say it was a very starter-heavy game here for the girls' game. Not a lot of bench points scored, a lot of defense, very low-scoring game for standards in high school girls basketball. But Fairfield comes up short, giving them a 1-2 record on the year, as the Oskaloosa Indians will move up to 1-0. Fairfield will be in Fort Madison on Friday for their next game, as they hope to bounce back against the Bloodhounds, as we will take another, all good? Alrighty, well, we will be opening up another stream for the boys game coming up shortly, as I'm Christian Rasmussen here with the always amazing AJ Rowe, as we have brought you Fairfield Girls Basketball here on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network. Thank you, of course, for listening. Good night, and stay warm.